Sport is superstition, science, family, drama, love, theatre. It's everything. That's why we've made a betting brand for sports fans. That's Betr. Gamble responsibly.
It's another huge weekend of games, and we've got Carlos Boozer and Jaymz Clements here to make the big calls for you. Firstly, Carlos, we're keen to hear your thoughts on the Lakers' form reversal, and can they do it against Joel Embiid's 76ers on Saturday?
Yeah, they need to. I mean, they've been hot of late. They've won 8 out of 11 games, which is terrific. I got to see them continue to do it against playoff competition. Anthony Davis, as you guys heard James earlier, has been on fire, playing like the old AD that made us all fall in love with him when he first got drafted #1 overall. He's been on a tear. LeBron is back healthy, doing what he does, consistently great all the time. If they can do that against the Philadelphia Sixers, against a little bit closer to being a 500 team, they're right there. So I'm hoping they can take their show Lakers into Philly and get a win.
You agree?
I'm going to go with the Sixers in this one, I think, Dicko. I think the Sixers defense is just absolutely fired up at the moment. They've been on an absolute tear over the last couple of weeks. A lot of it's obviously trying to mix and match with Embiid coming back, but he's really kicked it up a notch. Now that James Harden is actually back, I'm fascinated to see how that works, because Embiid really stepped up in his absence, right? Defensively, like the blocks were coming just thick and fast all of a sudden. But I think that Sixers backcourt defensively might be a bit suspect, but I kind of feel like the Sixers might have the Lakers number in that one.
All right, I'm going to stick with you, James, on this one. We've talked up Zion and the Pelicans. Now, are they up to the challenge at home against the Suns?
How good is this game? I cannot wait. Pelicans, Suns, sign me up. It's a top of the West clash. But the thing is, I feel like the Pelicans are perfectly set up right now to beat this Suns team, because we talked about this last week, Dicko. They have a massive run all the way through December where they've got some huge challenges. The Suns are the first of them. And I feel like the Pelicans, the way they're playing at the moment, with that sort of combo of putting the ball back into Zion Williamson's hand, just letting him do his thing, getting the big rig out there, going hammer and tongs, away we go. I think the malleability on the perimeter as well for the Pelicans really just makes it a little bit easier for them to sort of combat what the Suns can do. They can throw a lot at Devin Booker. Devin Booker sort of twisted his ankle earlier in the week. Maybe that's still lingering. I just like the Pelicans. It's such a hard matchup for any team. As good as the Suns are, going to go the Pelicans.
All right, Carlos, he's going with the Pelicans. You Pelicans or the Suns?
Yeah, I'm going there too. I think the Pelicans get this one. I think they're playing terrific basketball. Zion has been a monster since he's been back off that injury. They put the ball in his hand, let him create, let him get to the free throw line. He gets them in the bonus earlier, so the whole team is shooting more free throws. Also want to see B.I., Brandon Ingram get busy. I like this matchup for them. I don't know, something about the Suns. They don't have the same edge that they had a year ago. They're losing some games that I thought they should win, so I'm leaning towards the Pelicans as well.
Let's move to the Sunday action, and we've got the mega playoff rematch. Carlos, love this one. Can the Celtics exact some revenge against the Warriors?
I think the Celtics get him in this one. Jason Tatum's playing like an MVP candidate. Jaylen Brown's been terrific. They're getting healthier. They're going to get Robert Williams back very soon. I like the Celtics to get it done, even though I still feel like Steph Curry is I mean, I don't know if that was a real video with him knocking down 5 full court shots, or if that was doctored. There's a lot of good magic on the computer these days, but I can also believe it. He's been so hot in the NBA right now, but I got the Celtics.
Who wins the rematch?
Love a good finals rematch, Dicko. Always love a good finals rematch. Just, sets the blood afire, doesn't it? This game is going to be an absolute belter. It's going to go over the points total, I can bet you that one. But the vibe of this is, I'm going to go the Warriors. I feel like just the way that they're playing at the moment. The Celtics, look, love them. That wing duo of Brown and Tatum, as we've discussed, absolutely incredible, but there's just something about this Warriors championship swagger. They're going to look at this game and go, they'll have that circled on the calendar. They'll be like, yep, finals rematch. We'll just remind them who actually won that series, and the Warriors are going to come out and win that.
Oh, I love it. All right, now we're going to finish on the Clippers and the Wizards. James, who wins?
This is fascinating. You've got the extreme zinger meal over there, Kristaps Porzingis. Do you reckon he's supercharged? I love this idea of the zinger and the Clippers. But the Clippers, they've gotten Paul George sort of, getting a healthier. They've had Kawhi come back. He hits a game winner this week, Dicko. The weird little put back layup that he got to get them tied back up, and then hits the nice little mid-ranger to win the game. But I kind of like the way the Wizards have been playing because the unpredictable nature of what they do. Game in, game out, you don't know what's going to happen. The Clippers, you feel like they should have a bit of that sort of, I don't know, substantial predictability about them because they've got a deep veteran roster. I just like the Wizards. I think Beal is probably out for this, but just watch Zinger, just see Ivica Zubac on the other side of the court up against him for the Clippers. The Zinger will have a massive one. Kyle Kuzma will be fired up. I kind of think the Wizards pull off a bit of an upset.
Okay. Well, you do look like a wizard with that big, long beard of yours. Who are you going with, Carlos?
I got the Clippers, man. I think they're going to find a way to win this game. I think John Wall has been revitalized coming off that bench, doing a great job with the bench mob for the Clippers. I mean, obviously, Kawhi. If Kawhi's playing this, when he sits some games, he plays some games, and depending on how PG's feeling. But I like this Clipper roster, man. They play good defense. They got shooters everywhere. I think they're able to beat the Wizards. The Wizards.
All right, Carlos, we love having you on. Your insights every week gets us up, and we're going to see you next week for our final show of the year, so thank you.
Appreciate it, guys.
James, before we let you go, you have a middle name, and it is Multi for a reason. Okay, for this weekend, what do you got for us?
Call me Jaymz Clements, Dicko. There are some really, really awesome matchups this weekend. I'm really excited to see Atlanta-Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn win that. We've got Cleveland playing the Kings. We've talked about Sacramento. Fire that laser. Not today. Cleveland win that. And Milwaukee at Dallas. You go Brooklyn, Cleveland, Milwaukee over Dallas. Sign me up. I love that.
The betting brand for sports fans. That's Betr. Gamble responsibly.